Super Skull Smash Go 2 Turbo, I'm just going to call it Super Skull Smash going forward, is a retro-inspired 2D platformer. The graphics and style are more of a callback to retro gaming on the Atari, rather than the 8 or 16-bit systems. Over the course of 30 levels, you have to run, jump and smash skulls as you make your way to the evil king that's terrorizing the land. The story is pretty basic, but that's totally fine. It's not like the original Super Mario Bros. Has much in the way of deep story. The colourful graphics were decent. It's not a particularly beautiful game when you compare to some other recent 2D pixel art games, like Iconoclast, but that's not what the devs were going for. What really matters for Super Skull Smash is the gameplay, and this is where the game is at its best. The aim of each level is to find the skeletons, jump on them, pick up their skull and throw it at the level's shrine. It's a simple concept, but levels get trickier over time, with projectiles flying around, different enemy types to get in your way, and some precise platforming required to reach all the skeletons. Each level also has additional goals of coins to collect, and the level's gem to find. Trying to grab all the coins and the gem and smash the skeletons' heads against the shrine can be tricky at times, especially when you're down to a sliver of health, and you have a range of obstacles between you and the last skeleton head. The idea of collecting the skeleton heads and throwing them back to the shrine is an interesting concept. It adds challenge to each level and also extends the playtime while you hunt for each skull. It makes the game far more interesting than simply going from the left side to the right side of the screen. One problem I had with it though is the backtracking. You can only hold one skeleton head at a time, so you'll need to travel to various parts of the level and then back again to the shrine. Early on, when you have very little health, it can be annoying to die, and then need to go through the same process and backtracking again. You can upgrade your health by completing puzzle levels. These are levels where you use switches, platforms and springs to reach the level's heart. I found these surprisingly easy. A couple I finished in less than a minute of starting them. Upgrading your health is very necessary if you're aiming to collect all the gems, because some gems are placed in areas where you'll be required to lose health to get them. This was generally the case for the boss levels. Out of the 30 levels, 5 of them were boss levels, where you had to fight the evil king or one of his minions in a robot suit. The boss levels weren't that difficult either. They normally involved throwing bombs or skeleton heads at the boss, while avoiding their projectiles, and being careful of the dangers on the stage. I completed the game with all the coins and gems collected for all the levels in around 3 hours. 3 hours of gameplay isn't too bad given the price of the game. Overall, Super Skull Smash is a competent platformer. It's a bit short and a bit easy, but it's not a bad game at all. The only thing holding me back from outright recommending it is that there are better 2D platformers on the Vita. Rogue Legacy and Guacamelee don't cost much more and they're better games that will entertain you for much longer. If you're a fan of retro 2D platformers, then Super Skull Smash is a good option. But I don't think this is a must-own game. You could comfortably wait for a sale on this one. So guys, have you played Super Skull Smash? And what did you think of it? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.